with Miss Merrill, and she is a principal here at Legacy Traditional Schools. Tell us a little bit about your school here.
Legacy Traditional School is a traditional back to basics accelerated school that services students in kindergarten through 8th grade. At this time of budget cuts, Legacy Traditional School is adding programs to enhance our already quality, well-rounded education.
And it is one beautiful school, and you teach a lot of the basics out here, don't you, including science?
We do. We offer science to students through kindergarten and 8th grade.
And along with that, well, science, well, you got to do a little bit of gardening to explain to kids what's going on out there. And one of the things we're doing in this, what we call summertime garden, in fact, take a look at this. This is a shade type garden, and we're using a little bit of shade. If you saw it in the last segment, we used a tarp over there. It gives you about 60 to 70% shade. And in this garden, Ryan, come on over here. Show them what you're adding to the garden itself. Put those in your hand there. These are some what we call red wigglers. These will add to that microbial content in the soil that we use out here, especially when we're going organically. So what worms do? Well, they produce what we call worm poop, and it's basically vermicomposting, and it is a great way to go ahead and fertilize the soil in your gardens naturally. So we spread those throughout this garden, and to help with that garden, in their fertilizing needs. Speaking of fertilizing needs, let's talk a little bit about what we're putting in this garden. And come on over here, Mike, I'll show you kind of what we're talking about. Well, we've got a lot of different types of what we call summertime vegetables. A lot of your different sunflowers, your beans, your okra, which do fantastic out here. Of course, your corn, you want short season varieties, and they do fantastic out here in the desert Southwest. And right over there, you'll see some cantaloupe. And one of my favorites, and I've been starting to grow this from year to year, if you like edamame, it is soybean. In fact, soybean does a great job not only growing our gardens, but it helps fertilize. Of course, there's some Swiss chard in there, carrots, pumpkins. We can get into a lot of that later on. Come around, Saturday, I'll talk a lot more about those what we call extreme weather type plants. So there you go, folks. There's a lot to be done out here. Remember, you want a little bit of shade during the summertime, and you'll be off and running for a great summertime garden. We'll be back right after this.